bonjour. You guys are constant planes. Pardon the continual planes over Los Angeles. I was shooting a video about the nootropics coming soon, and it was just constant planes. Or maybe it's just the time I usually choose to shoot, but it's like constant planes. So here we go, a big plane. Maybe they're shipping water over to something, I don't know. Anyways, so hopefully it's not too annoying, the sounds. Okay, it's going right good. So, I keep getting asked about the sunscreens that I prefer. And I'm sure I've talked about my shell. Well, I like calling it my Shell, but that's probably, I think it's my shell. So they just redid their bottles to look like this. Some fuzz from my pillow. So these are the different colors. I mix their colors. They have no color. This is the non-tint. And they have natural tan, medium dark, and then they have the medium. This one doesn't say on it. But I mix them up because I just kind of do a little painting, mixing back and forth, and it kind of goes to a color like this. Yeah, new name, new form, same formula. This is my favorite one. This is my go-to, what I tend to always go to. But lately, I have tried the Ilia, and I like this one because they have the same preservative system that we use in our Good Face Stuff brand. And it has hyaluronic acid, squalane, and niacinamide. Hi, Shaima. How you doing? Lovely to thank you for joining us. I hope you've been well. And niacinamide, okay, so this one has the 12%. It's 40, it's a little less SPF than my shell, which is 20.5% zinc oxide. They're both zinc oxide, which I like. Plus the little bit of, whatever's making the color, iron oxide, I think. The ingredient is on here. It's on the bottle, which I threw away. I recycled it. And this is really much more moisturizing, the Ilia one. And it's a little more expensive. It is 40 something, 46. Yay! Oh, good to hear that you've been well, Shaima. Yes. Namaste, healthy. And then this is the brand that last week I couldn't remember, Juice Beauty, which I got these from the credo.com site, which you can get Ilia from as well. They've got nice, non-toxic beauty, clean beauty brands. I totally got the wrong color with Ilia. That's the thing. I got Pomona, and I should have gone darker. Pomona. They have a really cool, I would have thought Pomona would have been dark enough for my skin tone, but it wasn't. So they have our Paloma ST9. They have a really cool, hey Ma, how you doing? On their site, they have a really cool kind of like choose your color, but it didn't really work for me very well. I think I might have just eyeballed it. I'd say go darker than what they suggest. But they have a really cool range, so that's nice. They have a wide variety. I want to get another one that's like the shade darker, or 2 shades darker than Paloma. Yeah. Okay, so Credo. Why do I keep calling it Credo? Juice Beauty. So these are the two. I got their sort of CC. Hi, Susie. Thanks for joining, you guys. I got sort of a mixture of these two, and I don't really like them as much. Hey, Phyllis. Yay. So I'm going to show you these colors because I got their CC cream, which is like has a fancy applicator, and the color is totally wrong, and I just gave it to a friend, which she loves it. So I was like, I'll just mix their regular tinted mineral moisturizers rather than their CC cream or their fanciness, because I like the Ilia brand and I like their preservative system better anyways. So these are the two colors, and I mix them up sometimes, but I just don't like them as much as my shell, which is way easier. Like their tan is like orange, completely orange. And you mix in the other one, it's just not, they mix together, it's just looks more like paint than I find the Michelle brand too. And the Michelle no tint, I still don't like it as much. Like it's kind of still, it's like white-ish a little bit, you know, because it's still zinc. It's cakey. Yeah, the Juice brands. But somebody had suggested that they like that. So I like a little tint still, even with the Michelle. So all-time favorite is Michelle. If you want to get fancier and more moisturizing, because it's still a lot of zinc. Zinc can be drying for the skin, which maybe you like. The Ilia, go check out Ilia. I really like that brand. It's cool. And I don't know. I'm not into the Juice Beauty, but I'm not going to, you know, discard those. You might use it for a beach day or something. I'm not sure. Not an everyday use in terms of what I like. And the Ilia is really moisturizing. Like it was like almost too much. So I kind of mixed the Ilia as well, just for my taste. So if you have a little drier skin, you might really like that because it's just very, it's like unctuous. Is that a word? It's like the squalane, the hyaluronic acid, you can really feel it has like a much more oils and humectants in it. It was very dewy. So that's that. Oh, the Deminuage. Deminuage, I think. That's the pen that I'm currently doing a review. They sent it to me, right? And they have the little pens. It's similar to the Dr. pen, except it's the micro, nano rather. And I actually experienced some exfoliation around here. Like I had that pimple. Yeah, you don't just sunscreen hands and look. You don't sunscreen your face, Mom? My goodness. Oh, I guess you live in more northern hemispheres. I mean, some people are like, no, you need the vitamin D. But as far as I know, the vitamin D, like you can expose during the earlier hours, I think morning hours, your abdomen and your back, and that's the best to get it. And just the lower face, yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't like sunscreen. They feel like it breaks them out. That's why I think Michelle, or Michelle, is a better brand for people who have breakoutiness from sunscreen, because this does not feel like a sheath over your face like a lot of sunscreens. And I don't know how they do it, but somehow it doesn't feel that way. It just feels, it feels great. I mean, it just feels drying later, but it doesn't feel like, oh, like a wall, you know. That's like the worst part of sunscreen. Deminuage. So I put this on. They do have serums, which I haven't tried with it, like a little serum capsule with vitamin C. But I used it with our Plush retinol. And I do feel like I had a little exfoliation. Like you can see there's like little flakes happening a little bit. So I think that's exciting. Actually, I think it did help this pimple kind of start to turn over more rapidly. So the whole idea is that it encourages absorption of your serums. So I will try their vitamin C serum as well. I'm reluctant to not use my own products, but I'm going to try it since I have it. And now I did my neck as well, my neckline, and I kind of got myself a pimple right there, see? Like right on the line. So maybe I should have cleansed the, sorry about that, noises. Maybe I should have cleansed it or used a new one, because they're all disposable little heads. And yeah, it was weird. I was like, wow, on my neck. But on the side here, it is definitely diminishing the lines. So this line is just because I'm always, you know, my chin down. I wish, you know, I always talk about that. But it was weird. I was like, wow, I really have a pimple there on my neck. Like a little, anyways, so I'm putting a mask, a little bit of mask on that, and it's healing up. But I was just like surprised because it's nano, it's teeny tiny. And I might have done that with the microneedler, which is a little bigger, you know, when you're doing your whole face and maybe you have a spot that gets a little irritated, or maybe it gets some bacteria in it and then it's a pimple, or maybe you spread bacteria around. That's why you were supposed to, you know, disinfect it. And I guess I just didn't do a very good job of that. And I didn't think you really needed to, because it's a nano needle. And you barely feel it, but I really went over this spot, and I guess I just, yeah. I don't know if the Dr. Pen is better. Have you used, I sent you Dr. Pen, and did you get a nano one? I think I said you a variety pack where you got different needles, like different amounts of needles on the head. Like there's 36 needles, 12 needles, and you're always adjusting it. And then there's a nano needle. Have you tried that? I'm not really sure which is better. I think if you already have a Dr. Pen, maybe you want to just stick with the Dr. Pen. But if you haven't, you get all these serums and little things with the Deminuage. So I don't really know. And you get the nano under your eyes. How did you experience that? Do tell. Oh, got a little sunscreen. They have one. This one's the cheaper one. It's nice. It's a good quality pen. You know, it seems a little easier also to use than it also is battery operated. So I guess if you don't like batteries and you want to just do a plug-in because you don't want to like have to run out of batteries or you don't like getting batteries, then the Dr. Pen would be better because some of the Dr. Pen ones are battery operated and some are not. Some are just plug-in, which is kind of nice. We're working on a nootropics video. I'm actually making headway in it, and I've been really into the bunch of nootropics, and I think I'm experiencing some difference in my productivity and my focus level. So get ready for that one. I will be able to release that this week. I did only the left eye, which was shaggier, and now it's more lifted than the right. Whoa! Even with just a nano. Wow. Now that's the thing with the Dr. Pen is you can adjust it. You can adjust, self-adjust the levels, so you can go down to 0.25. I'm not sure if nano is less. I think it's less than 0.25, but I think you can do 0.25 under your eyes. So I mean, I think it might be a little scary though to do it, depending. But I know people do it, so teach us out. But you might try that and actually get more activation of collagen. Ask you if you have ever taken L-glutamine. Is that for healing your gut? L-glutamine that you're taking, or is it just nootropic? I don't think I have, but I remember it being recommended for the gut healing. I haven't, but I do think it's good for your gut lining. It's good for your gut lining. I think you should try it. I remember my husband suggesting it to a friend of mine who had like a blocked bowel thing going on from like a surgery, and I think it helped her actually. Yeah, it seems worth a try. L-glutamine. Leaky gut, but I've read that it can link to cancer. The cells feeding of glutamine. So now I'm freaking out. So were you taking it that you stopped? Interesting. That maybe cancers, if you have cancer cells, that it could encourage the growth. Yeah, that's scary. That's always scary. There's a lot of things that, like, if there's cancer is growing, that it can increase them. Okay. I'm not sure about that. But I know there's lots of things. They're like, if there's cancer, that they could feed the cancer. But I personally haven't heard that about glutamine, but I can see why you may be freaking out. Dang, so you have a bunch of it and you're like, should I continue? Oh, it's an amino acid. Yeah. I don't know. I would do some more research about that, Susie. I'm going to look into that as well. Yeah. Did you hear from like a blog, or did you see actual scientific papers? Because that's also another good way to differentiate information. Is like, was there peer-reviewed science behind it. The different opinions. That's what I do, at least, to differentiate. Ooh, it's cold. Dr. Berg has a video and an article on Healthline. Okay. I'll have to look on that and then see what science papers he's referencing. But yes, always do research. Good Susie. But maybe it is if you have cancers already. My sense of what feeds cancer is mostly ammonia from rotting flesh and sugars because it thrives on acidity. Yeah. Those definitely can feed the cancers. With getting the vaccine, my doctor said no. Karina? Hi, Karina, darling. Oh, your doctor is because of you have particular autoimmune issues? I can understand being cautious. Hi. I like your thumbnail. Yeah, I definitely know people that are waiting to see more. Yeah, I can understand waiting. And there's lots of people clamoring for it, so I know people that are waiting just to see. And if you have issues, although also I can see how if you have autoimmune issues that depending on your risk of getting COVID, because COVID can also, I mean, I understand it's a balance, but there's also makes you more at risk for the COVID. Tricky, I understand. You guys, I can't wait for my video. I'm so proud of myself that I've been doing some good editing and I found an editor. So get ready for some more videos, releases, finally. I'm sorry you guys have been so slow, but things are looking up. I'm quite pleased, actually. Cancer cells exist in the body all the time. It takes care of it unless you have a genetic issue. That's true. Your body's always, you know, getting rid of stuff that's true. Your body's often taking care of it, but nonetheless, I don't know. Cancer's kind of mysterious too. Yes, I found an editor. We'll see. It's just the beginning, so. I know, Phyllis! We're going to have more facial exercise videos, more my experience and opinions on supplements. I do have a few things that are in the works. The Deminuage. I think that's how you pronounce it. Deminuage. They're definitely, a lot of people are having their opinions of Deminuage. I actually heard about this from Rachel on this live gathering that we have. And facial exercises, yes. How's everybody else holding up? You guys, chilly? I know it's not snowy, but we do have like a weather front that's blowing in, and apparently we might have kind of snowy conditions in places around Southern California. I'm sure it's not as bad as up north, so please forgive me. I'm sure it's not as bad at all. Sometimes it's weird. Practicing your lip plumping exercises, yes? Is it helping, Susie? I do yoga every day and it helps me relax. I'm impressed. I do like a few things every day, but I don't do like very much. Nice. You know, plumpy lips. I'm doing a subtle colors today. Supplements. Yes, there's been lots of like, I want a supplement, you know, and I've been getting a lot of nootropics, and some of them I really feel, and some I don't know if they're doing anything, but you know, there's science. This is the suede, just subtle color today, because I'm feeling subtle, kind of like soup, wearing a vest, a little puffy vest, pretty cool. Yeah, gang. Any other exciting news to discuss? Yes, there's a few supplements actually that I'm going to be discussing down the line, but this week is a few different ones from the Doublewood, which I've actually brought into live, and they seem pretty good. They seem like particularly interested in nootropics, and that is there's a whole community. I'm like, you know, the magic brain supplements, and I'm into it. But interestingly, a lot of the benefits, things that benefit your brain, also benefit your skin and youth. You know, a lot of them are youthy extra supplements, like the NMN is also, I think that's actually how I found Doublewood, as I was getting their NMN. Yay! Thank you. Thank you for joining. We're talking about some nootropics. But it is interesting, a lot of the nootropics, how a lot of them kind of cross over with, they're just like feeding your body or your cells, and it's kind of, a lot of them cross over with the anti-aging community and the beauty and even fertility, which I also am into. So it makes sense, kind of, doesn't it? It makes sense, they're all kind of cross over. Yeah. So that, facial exercises, I'm trying to do those regularly. Oh, you did? How is that? Sublingual Pure NMN. That's what I've been trying lately, is the Live by Nature one. It's a little bit sublingual. I also got some firming cream, Karina. Me too. It probably did. I haven't cut it. It feels long whenever I just sometimes have it up. I'm sure it got longer. The nootropics. What did someone just ask? NMN? You can? I just got some from the from bulk supplements. They have some as well. So I'm going to compare and contrast. But the Alive by Nature, I got a few things from. I got NAD. No, yeah. NAD, yes, that's the NAD, all of the acronyms that you squirt up your nose. And it's got like xylitol, because I already make a nasal spray to kind of clean up the sinuses with xylitol. And so it has xylitol as well. So then we'll see how that goes. Very interesting. I missed a question. Karina, did you ask a question? Darn it. It was something about supplements, I think. But the nootropics are going to be there. It's very interesting. I've talked about them before, but DMAE. That's firming. That's exactly right. We have that in our Glow. I know that when you have serums and the like that have that it's supposed to be firming. And that's also a nootropic that I am taking, that I just ordered from bulk supplements. They have one, yeah, they have a pretty good one. I think it's pretty good. DMAE, and exactly dimethyl aminoethanol. That's okay. We can, all the different tag names. We're just here gathering, discussing. DMAE, that's what you should get. Serum with DMAE in it to firming. As well as dry brushing is very good for firming. If you're trying to do like your body, you can dry brush along it as well as your face. But DMAE internally is a great, as, I don't know if it's firming for your face if you take it internally or firming, but it's definitely good for brain function. It's a good nootropic. So I just ordered some more, and we're going to be discussing that again as well. Yes. ADHD. Always trying to optimize. Yes, check it out. DMAE. Google it. DMAE. dimethyl amino ethanol. What kind of brush do you use for dry brushing your face? I got one from Beautiful on Raw, beautifulonraw.com. She has a lot of she does facial exercises. Yes, yeah, try it. I remember it really enhanced my dreams when I was taking it for brain function. I was like, wow, this is a very vivid dreams. And have you tried mud water? It's an herbal blend similar to coffee and lots of good stuff. No, mud water. Interesting. I mean, I've had bentonite clay in water. It's literally mud water to help pull toxins from the colon. But I've not tried mud water. Is that a new brand? Yeah, you can put DMAE. You can get some DMAE and make a little DIY face firming spray. Or you could add it to a cream you have for some firming. And then you can eat it to have some very vivid dreams and some brain productivity. I just did a bulk supplements order. But you could also, you want to definitely get a dry brush that has soft bristles, and she's got a very soft one with her logo on it. I think in my dry brushing video I have a link to it. Is it non-caffeine mud water? Yeah, I wonder. That's probably to help you come off of coffee. I mean, I know that I have some dandelion and chicory, roasted dandelion that are supposed to be good for you, and they taste pretty good. Definitely don't taste like coffee, but I've been really into the matcha. One of you here. Oh my gosh! Bye, Susie from the UK. Well, thank you for joining us so late. I'll watch your video on dry brushing. Yes, darling. Definitely do that. Yeah, there's body brushes I've gotten, you can just get them all over the place. I will, Laura. But, bye, Susie. I did not link them below, but they're my chalet. But I will after this. And there's Elia. These are my favorite ones. The other one I have, people like Juice Beauty, but I don't like it as much as these two. Elia and my chalet, and sometimes I mix them too, because my chalet is like, if you have acne skin or you break out from sunscreens, I would try my shell. And this one is their non-tint, but I like to mix it with the tint. They have two different tints, and I mix them as well. And Elia is more for moisturizing. It's a very moisturizing formula. It's got, they're calling it a super serum skin tint with SPF 40, so it's got niacinamide, squalane, hyaluronic acid. It's very unctuous. Yes. Thank you, Karina. Enjoy your yoga every day. I'm inspired. These two. But I will list them. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much, you guys. Yes, I will list them as soon as we're done with this. Yay! And thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you. And I hope you enjoy your nootropics video coming up soon. All right, guys, any other pressing questions before we bid each other adieu? Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. Lovies! I will list those right now in case you didn't catch these, okay? In case you didn't Google them already. Okay, bye-bye.